T-Wolves Gaming also picked up I Feast from 76ers GC.
Wild three, and it goes in.
And Shockey goes to the Nets GC from the Pacers.
And there's Shockey with a left-handed jam.
With the final pick, Celtics crossovers Arsenal will join Shots on Hawks Talon GC.
Arsenal's right there. Fights through the contact.
Next up for the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big...
Go get him, man. I got my go-to face on. And they can't chat when I got my go-to face on. Pull up at the show, I put my go-to face on. Fence my case, but I got my go-to face on.
It's so true. I drive as fast as the popo do. Trying to say that I lost the red light. I know red light, don't know you. What was my speed? No clue. No speed gun. You was only behind me for about a second or two. So look at his face. Go true. This is the same face that all the bouncers see whenever they try around with me. Try to make man feel like a lowercase G at the end of the queue like a lowercase E. Oh please, man triple A. You man want me to trade and carve half. Like
It's Friday night and live on 2K Sports. We're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, we know it's been a journey to the NBA.
Great reporting as always, David. AI really credits Tatum for his development.
Yeah, and, you know, I remember Tatum when he was in the league, a very smart player, and it's nice to see he is guiding others finding their way in the league.
Already in the early part of the schedule, teams with good continuity tend to have an edge. Some teams can't form changes for Memphis. Green, he's checked in for Jackson. Brooks comes in for Kyle Anderson. And AI is subbed in for Garrett Temple. Sacramento also making some changes. Kufis checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Randolph comes in for Bagley. And Bielitsa in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. On the court right now for the Kings. Kufis out there with Zach Randolph. Then it's Hield. And it's Farrell in at the point. Randolph up top. Back to Farrell. Sacramento moving it around. Clock at 6. Randolph sets a screen for Hield. Jacks up a 3.
2 minutes left.
Grizzlies with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
You know what? That's a problem anytime, but especially on the road where you need to be given an extra effort.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Picked by Randolph. Farrell kicks to Hield. The fader. Randolph can't hit.
Well, this is why you see guys shying away from their mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
Gasol passes to Brooks. Back to Gasol. And here's AI. Now the pass to Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Count it. AI's got his second basket of the game.
And even though AI didn't take a traditional path to the NBA, he's made inroads with the other players across the league. A lot of friends for that young man.
And you know, it would have been easy for AI to view himself, Greg, as an outsider after spending time in China and the G League, but he's put himself out there and can always be found chatting with other NBA stars. Pass to Gasol. Back to AI. That shot, no good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
And Randolph may be in the later stages of his career, but he can still every now and then rise up and dunk it.
Here's Reyes. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter it.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
2 shots.
Free throw good. AI. The Kings making a switch here. And both free throws good for AI. 15 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Farrell. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio. And again, it's Zach Randolph. Randolph's got 6 points.
Close to the hoop, Zach Randolph wreaks havoc. The defense has to do a better job to prevent him from getting that close.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Mike Conley, one of the best players never to play in an All-Star game, and he says he's tired of the underrated label.
I don't got no time.
The underrated Mike Conley thing has been out the window for me for a while, and it's gotten a little frustrating because I felt like I've been deserved.
And as he said, in the West, so many great guards.
And he's been a part of some winning teams, certainly has been in the conversation. And he'll just have to be content with that max contract.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
No, right off the tip, it was an ambush, pushing the pace every chance they got.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Sacramento, Skal Labissiere out there with Bielitsa. Then it's Zach Randolph. Then it's Hield. And it's Farrell in at the 1 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. Picked by Randolph. Off the screen. Farrell can't hit.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Steve, while he was interim head coach last season, J.B. Bickerstaff certainly won over the players' approval.
Marc Gasol said he's done a tremendous job with the tools he was given and with what he was allowed to do. Mike Conley simply stated he deserves this job. The Grizzlies brass was impressed enough that they didn't conduct a coaching search.
So often when a player comes off injury, he's placed on a conservative minutes restriction. Usually it's the trainers that put that, the doctors that will tell the coaches what they can and cannot do. Do you think there's more of that now than when you were playing?
Totally, Kevin. I look back and think about when I played, the injuries you have. Usually coaching staff, trainers, they ask, are you ready to go? I wouldn't say 100%, but are you ready to resume the amount of minutes you played? And if you couldn't answer that, they pretty much kept you out. But I think nowadays, like you said, it's more of limiting your minutes, having these minute restrictions, get you ready to play. Definitely more than when I played.
Medical staff has a very large voice in this, and it continues that way.
Yes.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Passes to Labissiere. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Bagley. He's covered closely. Parsons with some nice D. Gasol for Sacramento. Their last game, a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
You know, they worked hard, they drew fouls, but they just couldn't convert at the line.
And it's one of those things that can deflate your team. After all that effort, you want points.
Labissiere in the high post. Jackson on him, and it's blocked.
And Parsons with the heads-up play on defense.
And a wide-open look for AI, but he gets it back. Pass to Harrison. Another shot, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And it's a 10-point Grizzly lead. The Kings have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And early in his career, Parsons displayed so much talent. We know about the injuries. I think everyone wonders what could have been.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Jackson. Brooks. It's a tie game in Memphis. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Dave Yeager.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action. Now both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see how one the Grizzlies with some changes. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Anderson. AI comes in for Garrett Temple. And it's Harrison in for Mike Conley. And a change for Sacramento. Scal Labissiere is checked in for Bagley.
Marc Gasol is battling. Even with the defender all over him, he kept his focus.
Jackson down low with Gasol. Harrison out there with AI. And it's Parsons in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Gasol with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and AI's got it. And Parsons slams it in.
Parsons can go down and flush it on you if you let him. He has some sneaky hops.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Farrell. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Healed with it. AI picks him up. Lets it go from deep. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. That's in. Coming off the assist from Parsons. And 12 points for AI.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Farrell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Labissiere's got his second basket of the night.
Just sensational finesse there from Labissiere. When he's close to the rim, he's very effective at nailing those shots.
And he recovers it. The second chance effort, and it's laid up and in by AI. AI's got 14 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Last year, a devastating season for the Memphis Grizzlies, especially on the offensive end. Dead last in field goals attempted and in field goals made.
This year, kicks to Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. Tries a 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
I'm talking about the Grizzlies. Part of that low offensive output is that they tend to play at a slower pace.
Typically, the Grizzlies are known for a grit and grind philosophy, and that lends itself to a slow, bruising style of play. Last year, they tried to play faster, but didn't really have the personnel to pull it off.
Picked by Randolph. Labissiere in the corner. Sacramento again missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Brooks with no one around. The quick look, no good that time.
An uncontested look for mid-range. He typically drains that one.
And Bielitsa kicks to Farrell. Outside Randolph. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Kings.
They have settled for a lot of two-point jump shots here. It's a shot most defenses are willing to concede, and you can see why. Very hard to make a living here from that range.
Brooks kicks to AI. They set the pick. An easy layup after coming off the pick. He's got 16.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Labissiere, the pass to Farrell. Back to Labissiere. Randolph trying to free himself up. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Labissiere. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Brooks kicks to AI. He dishes it to Green. Parsons outside. Over to the left wing. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Out to AI. And a miss there on the triple. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 6. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Changes for Memphis. Marc Gasol's checked in for Green. Jackson comes in for Caspi. And AI is subbed in for Garrett Temple. Sacramento also making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Bielitsa. Bagley comes in for Labissiere. And it's Bogdanovich in for Yogi Ferrell. On the court for Sacramento. Zach Randolph is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Kufis. And it's Bagley in at the shooting guard position. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Count that one.
You can't afford to leave one of Conley's teammates wide open. He will make you pay.
The Kings have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. And Bogdanovich kicks to Bagley. Anderson against Randolph. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
And the pass to Reyes. On the wing, Jackson. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Here's Reyes. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And we see it all the time, guys. You get the big lead, maybe check out mentally, but not tonight.
They have this game in hand, but they're still pouring it on.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're behind by 18. Randolph kicks to Farrell. Poke loose. Stolen by Anderson. Out to the right wing. Conley, the pass to Gasol. AI outside. Pass to Jackson. And stolen by Kufis. Here's Bagley. Foul on the play. Basket count, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
How about the strength on display there. Even when you whack Bagley, he's outstanding at fighting through it.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Jackson. Casti comes in for Anderson. And Andrew Harrison subbed in for Mike Conley. And then for Sacramento, Jackson, he's checked in for Randolph. And a jumper in there for Willie Cauley-Stein. Farrell kicks to Bagley. Great D that time from Green.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
I'm pretty sure this one's going on my highlight reel, guys. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Great game, guys. AI, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up, Charlie?
Guys in the studio have a few questions for you.
All right.
Media alcove right this way.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Shaq here. I'm calling you Mr. Assertive tonight. Love the way you asserted yourself on the glass. How big a focus is rebounding for you and this team?
Yeah, rebounding is something we try to make a priority. Doesn't matter how good you played on D if you can't secure the ball when it comes off the rim. All 5 guys have to put in the effort, and, you know, we did that tonight. I was just lucky to have some bounce in my way, and I hope that the fans appreciate that effort. Thanks, man. See ya.